For many international students arriving in Canada, one of the first major challenges they face is financial. The excitement of starting a new chapter in a foreign land is often overshadowed by the daunting reality of managing finances in an unfamiliar environment. Unlike domestic students, international students often pay significantly higher tuition fees. These fees can be a substantial barrier, making it difficult for many to pursue their academic dreams. According to the Canadian Bureau for International Education, tuition for international students can be 2 to 3 times higher than for domestic students. This stark difference in tuition costs can be attributed to the lack of government subsidies for international students, which domestic students benefit from. With fees reaching upwards of $30,000 to $50,000 per year at some institutions, the financial strain can be overwhelming. This is especially true for students coming from countries with weaker currencies, where the exchange rate further exacerbates the financial burden. This financial burden is a major source of stress, particularly when students also have to cover living expenses in cities like Toronto and Vancouver. These cities are known for their high cost of living, which includes expensive housing, transportation, and daily necessities, where the cost of living is among the highest in the country. The combination of high tuition fees and living expenses can make it challenging for international students to focus on their studies. Many find themselves juggling part-time jobs, which can add to their stress and impact their academic performance. Balancing work and study is a common struggle for international students. While part-time jobs can help alleviate some financial pressure, they often come with their own set of challenges, such as long hours and low wages. This can lead to burnout and affect the overall well-being of the students. To support international students, many universities offer financial aid and scholarships. However, these resources are often limited and highly competitive. Students are encouraged to attend financial aid workshops and seek advice from university financial aid offices to explore all available options. Applying for scholarships and financial aid can be a time-consuming process, but it is a crucial step in managing the financial challenges of studying abroad. Financial advisors can provide valuable guidance and help students navigate the complex application procedures. Despite the financial struggles, many international students find ways to cope and thrive. Building a support network of friends and participating in community events can provide emotional and practical support. Sharing meals and resources with fellow students can also help reduce costs and create a sense of camaraderie. Engaging in cultural festivals and community volunteer work not only enriches the student experience, but also helps in building a sense of belonging. These activities can provide a much-needed break from the financial stress and contribute to a more balanced and fulfilling student life. Ultimately, the journey of overcoming financial struggles can be a rewarding experience. The resilience and determination developed during this time can lead to personal growth and success. As international students graduate and celebrate their achievements, they carry with them the skills and experiences that will serve them well in their future endeavors.
When I first arrived in Canada, I was shocked by how much everything cost. My tuition alone was overwhelming, but then I also had to find a place to live, buy groceries, and pay for transportation. It all added up quickly, and I found myself struggling to make ends meet.
For many students, taking up part-time work is a necessity. It's not just about earning extra pocket money, it's about survival. The cost of living, especially in cities like Toronto and Vancouver, can be exorbitant. Rent, groceries, transportation, and other daily expenses add up quickly. Under the terms of their student visa, they are allowed to work up to 20 hours per week during the academic year. This restriction is meant to ensure that students focus primarily on their studies. However, the reality is that 20 hours of work often isn't enough to cover all their expenses. However, finding a job that fits within this limitation and provides a livable wage can be a challenge. Many students spend hours searching for suitable positions, attending interviews, and juggling their academic responsibilities. The competition for part-time jobs is fierce, and not all employers are willing to accommodate a student's schedule. Some students report working more than one job just to cover their basic expenses, often taking on evening or weekend shifts. This can lead to long, exhausting days where they move from one job to another, barely having time to rest or study, often at the expense of their studies and mental health. The constant pressure to balance work and academics can lead to burnout, stress, and a decline in academic performance. It's a tough situation, but for many international students, it's the only way to make ends meet while pursuing their education in Canada.
International students face a unique set of challenges when it comes to finances. They often have to navigate a complex web of financial responsibilities, which can be overwhelming. They're not eligible for many of the financial aid programs available to domestic students, which puts them at a significant disadvantage. This lack of access to financial support can make it difficult for them to focus on their studies. And scholarships for international students are often limited. The competition for these limited scholarships is fierce, and many students find themselves struggling to secure the necessary funds. The result is that many students find themselves under immense pressure to succeed academically, while also balancing work to cover their living costs. This dual burden can lead to high levels of stress and burnout. It's a challenging situation that requires resilience and careful planning. Many students have to take on part-time jobs, which can further strain their time and energy. Despite these challenges, international students continue to strive for success, demonstrating remarkable determination and perseverance. They bring diverse perspectives and enrich the academic environment, but their financial struggles are a significant hurdle that needs more attention and support.
Despite the significant financial challenges, many international students develop effective coping mechanisms to navigate their unique situations. They often form tight-knit communities, providing emotional and practical support to one another. These student networks can be a lifeline, offering advice on everything from budgeting to finding affordable housing. Transition to video clip of students studying together. Additionally, many students seek out on-campus resources, such as counseling services and financial aid advisors, who can offer tailored guidance and support. Transition to image of a university counseling center. Some students also turn to online platforms and social media groups dedicated to international student life. These online communities can provide a wealth of information and a sense of belonging, helping students feel less isolated in their struggles. Transition to video clip of a student browsing a support forum. Another coping mechanism is developing strong time management skills. Balancing work and study requires meticulous planning, and many students create detailed schedules to ensure they stay on top of their responsibilities. Transition to image of a student planner filled with notes. Finally, many international students find strength in their cultural heritage, drawing on the values and traditions of their home countries to stay resilient and motivated. Transition to video clip of a cultural festival on campus. These coping mechanisms not only help international students survive, but thrive, turning their challenges into opportunities for personal and academic growth. With the right support and resources, these students can overcome their financial struggles and continue to enrich the academic environment with their diverse perspectives and experiences. Navigating financial challenges can be daunting, but there are numerous financial aid options available to international students. Transition to image of a university financial aid office. Transition to video clip of a student receiving a scholarship award. Additionally, there are external scholarships provided by private organizations and governments aimed at supporting students from diverse backgrounds. Transition to video clip of a student filling out a scholarship application. Work-study programs are another viable option, allowing students to earn money while gaining valuable work experience. Transition to image of a student working on a campus job. These programs often offer flexible hours to accommodate academic schedules. Transition to image of a student studying. Some universities also provide emergency financial aid for students facing unexpected financial hardships. Transition to video clip of a student talking to a financial aid advisor. This can be a crucial safety net for those experiencing sudden changes in their financial situation. Transition to image of a worried student. By exploring these financial aid options, international students can find the support they need to focus on their studies and fully embrace their educational journey. With the right resources and determination, financial challenges can be managed, paving the way for academic and personal success. Once you've explored financial aid options, the next step is effective budgeting. Transition to image of a student making a budget on a laptop. Start by tracking all your expenses, from tuition fees to daily living costs. Transition to video clip of a student jotting down expenses in a notebook. Utilize budgeting apps to help you stay organized and monitor your spending. Transition to video clip of a student using a budgeting app on their phone. Prioritize your spending on essentials like rent, groceries, and educational materials. Transition to image of a student shopping for groceries. Look for student discounts and deals to save on non-essential expenses. Transition to video clip of a student showing a student ID for a discount. By creating and sticking to a budget, you can manage your finances more effectively and reduce financial stress. Remember, budgeting is a skill that will benefit you throughout your life. Okay. In addition to budgeting, tapping into community support can make a significant difference in your financial journey. Transition to image of a community bulletin board filled with flyers. Many campuses offer resources such as food pantries where you can get essential groceries for free or at a reduced cost. Transition to video clip of a student picking up groceries from a campus food pantry. Look out for community events like free workshops and seminars that can provide valuable financial advice and networking opportunities. Transition to video clip of a financial workshop in progress. Don't hesitate to reach out to student organizations and support groups. They can offer emotional support and practical advice. Transition to image of a student support group meeting. By leveraging community resources, you can ease your financial burden and feel a stronger sense of belonging. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Your community is here to support you. Once you've tapped into community support, it's essential to think about long-term financial planning. Transition to image of a student sitting at a desk, planning out their future. Start by setting realistic financial goals for your post-graduation life. Transition to video clip of a young professional reviewing their finances. Consider creating a savings plan, even if you can only contribute a small amount each month. Transition to video clip of someone depositing money into a savings account. Investing in your education can also pay off in the long run, so look into scholarships, grants, and other funding opportunities. Transition to image of a student receiving a scholarship award. Finally, don't hesitate to seek advice from financial advisors who can help you create a sustainable financial plan. Transition to video clip of a student consulting with a financial advisor. With careful planning and the right resources, you can build a solid financial foundation for your future. As we conclude this journey through the financial challenges and solutions for students, remember that you're not alone in this. Transition to video clip of students walking together on campus. Financial struggles can be overwhelming, but with the right strategies and support, you can navigate them successfully. Transition to image of a student smiling while studying. From seeking part-time work to tapping into community resources and planning for the long term, every step you take brings you closer to financial stability. Transition to video clip of a student receiving a paycheck. Always keep in mind that it's okay to ask for help and to use the resources available to you. Transition to image of a student talking to a counselor. Your financial health is just as important as your academic achievements. And with persistence and planning, you can thrive both in school and beyond. Transition to video clip of a graduate celebrating with their family. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has provided valuable insights to support your financial journey. Ande.